focus and flexibility. So our minds can get going a million miles an hour. And one of the ways to bring them into focus is to do a few balance poses, but then to reward ourselves with some beautiful flexibility, those sweet poses. Make your way onto your seat, interlace your hands, and bring your hands to touch your heart. Drop your chin down and in. Center on your sitting bones. Let that spine lift. And focus on the breath. Focus on the length of the body. Focus on how the ground feels as it holds you. Feel your hands on your heart. Feel the long back of your neck. The soft release of those shoulders. Turn away from the external. Turning in to focus. To get present. To feel grounded. Eyes can open, and we'll come onto our hands and our knees. Those hands come right beneath our shoulders. We'll extend that left leg back. Lift your left heel and your head. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee and nose toward one another. Inhale, extend back, lifting a little in that heel and head. That activates that lower back. And exhale, come down and in. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, come down and in. And extend that leg back. Now bend that leg. Keep your head lifted and hold. For 3, 2, my body is shaking. 1, left knee down, wag your spine, side to side. Focus on the feel of those hands. Push through that right heel this time. Lift the right heel, lift the back of your head as you inhale. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, we extend back, lifting. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, lift and curl in. We extend that right leg and bend the right knee. And hold, feeling those hands soft in your face and jaw. Right knee down. Bring those knees wide. Walk your hands forward, giving yourself that flexibility in your low back now. You can come onto your fingertips if you'd like. Growing heavy in those hips. And energy flowing through the entire trunk of your body. So it's just full of life. And if it's not yet, breathe a little deeper. That's how we can get even more life in our bodies. Those hands plant. We rise back up. We'll tuck our toes and take a downward dog. Look up between your hands. Step that right foot forward. And we drop that left heel. We're coming into a warrior 1, but modified or changed. So we rise up, and from here, interlace your hands and bring them behind your head. Now, most of us want to stay up nice and high, and that's understandable. But if we can start to move that right knee forward. That strengthens everything. And notice your body probably wants to turn. Try and keep that heart facing right over that right knee. Focus on the strength of that right leg. Keep your eyes planted somewhere. One breath. The hands come down and we step back, down dog. You can move your hips, move your heels. Focus your eyes between those hands. Step your left foot up. Right heel drops. We rise up. Awkward interlace, so it just feels weird. Hands behind our head. We bend the left knee. We turn that heart so it's facing that left leg. And notice what that does to your right foot. At least mine wants to roll down and in. So we push that right foot down, but keep those right ribs coming forward. And that's actually where the pose is. So we want to go toward the work in this pose, not avoid it. One more breath, focusing those eyes. And then hands come down, stepping back, downward facing dog. Feel the hands get heavy in the heels, long in your neck. Come to the front of your mat. And if you walk to the front of your mat, try and switch up which foot you start with. We have all kinds of habits that we aren't even aware of. Bend those knees, hands to your hips, tuck the chins, and up we come. Okay, the right foot is going to ground. The arms are going to come up like we're a ballerina. We lift that left knee. Inhale, nice and tall, focusing the eyes, settling that mind. Now step that left foot back and bow. Arms come down. Inhale slowly, reverse that. We get moving so quickly in life. Let this be like molasses, bowing down. Inhale, strengthen the grounding of that right foot as that left leg floats. And exhale, bow. Rising up. Hands to heart center, left leg down. Switching sides. Those arms come up, nice and soft, graceful, but strong. Left leg plants, right knee floats. Inhale. Exhale, bow, and tap that right foot behind you. Inhaling, rising up. Exhale, bowing down. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we bow. Inhale, coming up. Hands to prayer. Down heart center, planting the right foot. So the right foot will ground. We step that left foot back and take our warrior two. Bend that right knee, arms coming out. Right knee is tracking over that right foot, and our focus is now on that right middle finger. Drop your left hand down your left leg, right arm up and over, reverse warrior. Bring that right forearm to your right knee, left arm up and over, side angle. Rising up, straightening that right leg. You might walk that left foot in a little. Left hand down, left leg, right leg straight, right arm up and over. Reverse triangle. And we open and breathe. Coming forward to your triangle. The hand can come to that calf, to the ankle, or to that floor. We'll settle in here for a little bit. So when we move like that, we focus in. So we're trying to What are we doing now? And here we're trying to open. Find that flexibility. And of course, we want focus in this kind of a posture. We want flexibility when we're flowing. Bend that right knee, rising up, and step that left foot forward. Ground those feet, hands in prayer at your heart. Focused eyes, grounded feet. The left leg steps back. So we take our warrior two, and sometimes coming into it this way, it takes a little bit to get planted. We bend that left knee and focus those eyes, that left middle fingernail. We are extended and strong. Right hand down, right leg, left arm up and over. Feel this in the left side body. Keep bending into that left knee, shoulders away from your neck, and side angle. Left elbow, left knee, right arm up and over. So a really long line from that right foot through those right toes. This is the awkward transition, so we just do with it what we can. We come on up, and you might scoot that back foot in. Right hand down, right leg, the left leg straightens, and we lean up and back. So the difference here is that front leg is straight, reversed triangle. And now flow into your triangle and think about focusing the mind as you create flexibility in that left ankle, left hamstring and inner thigh, in that heart space which is opening as wide as it can. Wiggle your toes. Last breath. Bend that left knee, rising up, and step to the front of your mat. The right foot will ground. Lift that left knee, lift your arms, extend the left leg forward. Focus the eyes. If this is too much on that upper thigh, you can keep that knee bent. One breath. Swing that left leg around, plant the left toes, and come down into a curtsy squat. And hold. One breath. Try and move into hanging tree. So the arms rise, that left leg comes out to the side. Focused eyes. And if you're tipping over, then that's what we're working with today. I'm a little wobbly. One breath, and walk it out. Okay. Left foot plants. The right knee lifts. Those arms float. We extend the left leg. And remembering that all of us can benefit from beginner's mind. That being a beginner gives us all kinds of opportunities to learn, to practice, bring that right foot behind you and bow. And it's not getting it right. It's doing it for real, whatever the conditions are. Celebrating that. Feel that left foot ground. Let that right leg float, those arms float, hanging tree. Because not only do we want flexibility in our body, but we want it in our mind. Because honestly, things rarely go the way we plan. So the more flexible we can be in our minds, that's the better way to kind of go through life. Bring your hands into prayer. And sweep your arms down and up. Inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, extend that spine. Exhale, left foot is going to step back and drop the left knee. Climbing up on that right leg, lift your left arm, hook left arm outside of right leg. Hands into prayer and turn. Focus on the feel of those hands. And here we are really working the flexibility of the spine. That we want to keep it fluid, not trapped in just like this inflexible position. One breath. Bring your hands to the earth. Step that right foot back and come to sit on your bum. The soles of the feet plant, the hands come behind you. Lift your hips, tuck your chin. Plant your hands and stay, or bring your right ankle on top of that left knee. For 5, 4, 3, hips can come up and down, 2 and 1. Lower everything down and let that left foot and leg come to the floor. Grab your right leg and move it side to side. You can stay here or take rock the baby. Arms come under that leg or around, and we can sit on up. We want the stretch, the flexibility, so the actual shape you take is less important. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll reverse. We'll come on to our hands and our knees. We'll step that left foot forward between our hands and climb on up and hook that right elbow this time. Hands into prayer and we turn. Breathing, steady mind, focused on the breath, on the feel of that left foot, the lift and turn of the heart. The hands come to the earth, we pull our hips back. You can step that left foot back and come to seated. Hands behind you, feet planted. We lift our hips, stay, or this time the left ankle crosses. And if you'd rather be like this, go ahead. 5, 4, grounded with your eyes and mind. 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Bring that right leg to the earth and we move that left leg around. Stay, or in your elbows, or wrap around. We're trying to feel this right here. And once you feel it, that's your pose. Because it doesn't matter how flexible anybody else is. It matters what your body is experiencing. And it doesn't even matter if you're flexible or not. What we're trying to do is create opening, create health and mobility. So it isn't the competition of flexibility, it's bringing all of that wholeness to your body. And we'll release those legs and come onto our hands and our knees. Pressing back, downward facing dog. Lifting your hips, drop in those heels. And let's step or hop to the front of our mat and inhale, reach the spine, and exhale, drop. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, moving to standing figure 4. Grounding in the right foot. We feel the focus of that foot on the earth. We lift that left knee. You can stay here or flex the left foot and cross that over. You might stay really focused with those eyes, or those hips go back, the right knee goes forward, and your hands might come to your heart. Strong. Zeroed in. Those eyes are landed, locked in, soft in your jaw and shoulders. Push into that right foot, stand on up. Take a big step back with that left foot. And bend into your right knee, grabbing elbows or interlace your hands behind you. And drop in. Those eyes again are focused, because this is a balance pose as well. Hands to your hips. Try and lift that left knee. Doesn't matter how it goes. We're just trying. We're practicing. It's like taking a shot in basketball. Cross that left foot over. Those little toes touch. Inhale, hearts rise. Down we go. And you can just drape. Your hands can come to the earth. Pull the belly button up like you're trying to stop a drain. So really pulling it up and in. That's Uddiyana Bandha. And that just means that you're pulling that energy right there so that it is in your center. And rise up and lock it out. Okay, other side. Focus the energy of that left foot on the earth. Hands to your hips. Let that right foot float. Flex, cross, stay. Arms can come out or hands to prayer. And we move toward an edge. And we have complicated relationships with edges, whether you're afraid of heights or not. We like them, but we don't like them because they mean change. They mean challenge. Can we meet them with some breath, some curiosity, focus and flexibility? Push into that left foot, rising up. Big step back. And we land, grabbing elbows or awkward interlace. Left knee bends and the heart moves back. So it's like those hands are trying to lasso that back heel if your hands are clasped. Last breath. Hands release to your hips. Grow strong in that left foot. Light in that right knee as it rises and crosses so those pinky toes touch. Inhale, rising. Exhale, bowing. Arms can hang or touch your legs or come to the floor. Pull the belly button in. And rise up. Separate those feet. Now step back with that right foot and come to the long edge of your mat. Those toes turn out and the knees will bend. You can bring your right elbow to the right leg and left arm lifts up. Or the right hand can come down to the floor and you open. You can look down, you can look straight ahead or up toward that left thumb. And we're trying to bring those shoulder blades together on our back. One breath. Push into those feet, rise up, other side. Elbow to knee, hand to floor, right arm rises. Bend into the right knee, so we're bending in equally in both legs. Wiggle those toes. rising up. Turn to the front of your mat, hands come down, step back, and come to your seated posture. Soles of the feet together, lifting up tall, and fold. And I think sometimes flexibility is like breathing. That if we're told to focus on it, we get a little stressed. What if I'm not flexible? Am I flexible? How can I be more flexible? And the same with breathing. Have a deep, slow breath, and then we get filled with some gripping. Rather, just think, here I am. I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna soften. I'm gonna see what happens. And that's a beautiful thing on the mat and off the mat. Rising up and lower down onto your back. Bringing both knees in towards your chest and take a happy baby. You can rock, you can straighten those legs. And Shavasana. Beautiful sense of rest and ease. And the beauty of this posture is it lets the mind stop its focus. The mind can release just like our muscles. No strain, no work, no worry. Just you. Enough. Soft and centered. Open and grounded. You can stay in Shavasana, but I'm going to sign off here. Thank you for practicing with me. Live light.